Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having the most incredible day. This is the first time that you're watching my channel. My name is Sebastian, and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, honey. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. So why don't you grab a snack and a drink, hit that subscribe button. I would be so incredibly grateful. Best friend, we gotta talk about Miss Britney Spears. First, happy Friday. How are you guys doing? You guys know what I just craved? A cupcake. When was the last time you had a cupcake? Well, maybe a bunch of you guys had one in Super Bowl, right? Because a lot of people eat cupcakes in the Super Bowl. But that frosting, I love the frosting so much, you guys. You know what? I'm gonna get a cupcake today, best friend. I'm gonna get a cupcake, and I've decided it. I'm getting a cupcake. All right, and you get a cupcake too, best friend. Okay. Anyways, don't wait to special occasions to get something you like. Seriously. Okay, you guys, we gotta talk about Miss Britney Spears because US Weekly is reporting some bullshit, which, I mean, listen, in my opinion, it's bullshit, but we'll see. It says, despite reports that Britney Spears and Paul Richard Solis had called it quits in September 23, if you guys don't remember, he is her former housekeeper who we all found out he has a criminal background. It says multiple sources tell US Weekly the pop star seeing her former housekeeper, Britney and Paul, are definitely together, says one source. He's still in the picture. A second source confirms Solis, who met Spears last May when he was hired to do maintenance work at her LA mansion shortly before her divorce from Sam Asghari, is currently involved with the singer. While they rarely step out for dates, the pair take road trips to Santa Barbara, and Solis stays at her place 2 or 3 nights a week. She doesn't like it when he leaves, says the source, explaining that Solis works full-time and has to tend to family obligation. Britney feels as though she deserves more attention, but he has to be there for his kids. According to the second source, Solis has introduced Spears to his children and even taken them horseback riding. She's great with the kids and they like her, says the source, adding that Spears is particularly fond of Solis' 7-year-old son. That's her favorite. They just click. Spears' team, however, remains suspicious of Solis, who has a rap sheet that includes charges for multiple misdemeanors and felonies. Her assistants don't want Paul around. They've made that clear from day one, says the second source, who insists Solis isn't taking advantage of Spears. She is such a sweetheart and generous by nature, but he doesn't want anything. He isn't in it for that and genuinely cares about her as a person. But her management team probably thinks he's out to do something shady. The first source agrees. Her team believes that at some point he will want something from her or throw her under the bus. According to the second source, Solis is exclusive with Spears. Paul loves her company and he's not seeing anyone else. But who knows what she does when he's not around. The first source maintains that what Solis and Spears have is more casual, explaining that the singer isn't technically dating anyone, but she is sleeping with a few other people. Okay, that's nobody's fucking business, but okay. A third source tells US Weekly Spears isn't involved with anyone serious, but has been putting herself out there. She believes in finding love again. That's good. Spears and Solis were first spotted together in August 2023, and Solis exclusively spoke to US Weekly in September of that year about his relationship with the star. She's a phenomenal woman, he said, following her own court appearance for allegedly violating his probation. She's a very, very good positive. She's a good person. He also said he was eager to clear up his public image. I'm not a bad dude. I understand that things have been said about me in the past, and I have a criminal record. I get it, he explained to US Weekly. I'm a working man. I own my own business. I do a licensed contractor tile. Solis was hired to do maintenance at Spears' home until he was terminated after about 2 months, a source tells US Weekly in August 2023, claiming that the pop star had cheated on Asghari with the contractor. The second source says that Spears' inner circle would be really surprised if she was unfaithful. The first source maintained she did step out on Asghari. Paul was fired when Spears' team found out they were sleeping together, but then he came in back into the picture. Okay, best friend. First of all, I don't know who these insiders are, but they need to take several seats because somebody's personal private life is nobody's business. Listen, I'm going to be very, very, very honest with you guys. I just don't believe it. That's why I think this article is bullshit. That's my opinion. I'll tell you this, I feel like anyone who has messed up in the past definitely deserves a second chance. Like, I'm not entirely sure why he has a record. I do know that there's been many people with records who have gone and live a very honest, hardworking life. So I'm not judging him on that at all. But what I am saying is that, you know what? And I'm going to be very honest. Like, people want Britney to date like a Brad Pitt, to date like a very, rich actor, singer, whatever. They really want that for her. And I get that because at some point I really wanted that from her too. I wanted her to not be with the backup dancer, not be with the wannabe actor, background, model. Like, I don't want that for her. And it's not that money is, it's not about money. It's about, I want her for the first time since Justin and to be with somebody who spoils her and who has a job, who works really hard to give her a good life, and I feel like she had to do that so much in her life, and I'm just like, when is it her turn, and again, it's not about being rich, it's not about being any type of thing. I don't care about that. If she's dating somebody who has money, then everyone would know that they're not in it for any wrong reasons, and I think that's kind of the main thing that I wish that that we would understand, that that's the reason why we want her to be with somebody who is known and who is successful in their own right. Now, this guy, here's the thing. He owns his own business. He's a contractor. He's this, he's that, right? I don't care what they do. Like, seriously, I don't care what they do, what background they have, what they dedicate their lives to. I just want them to be good. I want them to be good-hearted. I want them to have good intentions. I want them to treat her amazing, to pamper her. There were reports that Britney always had to pay for everything with Sam Asghari. She always had to do the private jets. She always had to pay the hotels, allegedly. Same thing with Kevin Federline. And then what happens? They want to, in my opinion, when a divorce comes or a breakup comes, they want money, 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 money. That's why it's also important to date somebody who has money, so they don't come after your money if something goes, wrong. So yeah, best friend, the reason I don't want to believe it is just because I don't want Britney to be in harm's way anymore. But if this is the guy for her, and he has children that she loves and they love her, and they go horseback riding and they have fun, well then, you know what? It is what it is. As long as as long as he's a good guy. And again, having a criminal background, it's for a lot of people, it's a thing of the past, you know what I mean? And they moved on. They've cleared, they've done good in society. They worked hard. They build their brand and build their character again. And everyone deserves a second chance, of course, depending, about what he did. I'm not entirely sure what exactly criminals he had, what type of criminal background he has. So I will have to know that before I continue that conversation. But, I hope that Britney, I hope just that Britney has a good sense of judgment. And I'm sure she does, because, being an entertainer and being in the public eye and having that much amount of money, I'm sure you have to really do your homework to see who deserves your time or not, So I don't know, best friend. I don't know. I do wish that Britney would date somebody, a little more known, so people know exactly who she's dating, and it's not that it's our business. It's just that we really care for Britney. We want her to be happy, and we want her to be in a successful relationship where she is pampered, where we know she is safe, and where we know that if something goes wrong, they're not gonna have a 6-month freaking divorce for a marriage that lasted, you know, almost a year. You know what I mean? Like Sam. So that's what I want her to kind of just avoid, because you've done that twice already, boo, with Kevin and now with Sam. Let's get somebody who's not going to do that to you, know? So anyways, what do we think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.